Ride with Gary Harper. Weeknights on 3 TV.
Good morning, Arizona. It is 6 o'clock on your Sunday morning. Thank you so much for waking up with us. I'm Jamie Serretto.
And I'm Lena DeFlorias. I'm still getting ready here. That 6 o'clock comes early, man.
It really does. And you've been busy. Poor Kimmy. She must have something bad because she's out again today.
Yeah, she had a really terrible fever. So, and we also have a Carla out today. So we're dropping like flies over here.
Right.
But the good news is we still got you covered when it comes to weather. I have the clicker.
Did you find it in the golden box?
No. This is just the regular clicker, not the meteorologist clicker. So here you go. I just wanted to show you the clouds and radar because you'll notice that we have a lot of activity coming in off the Baja coast. That means that we've got wind advisories for the southern part of Arizona. I'll take a look at how that's going to affect us here in the valley coming up in your full forecast. But also, why don't we just take a look at what we've got this morning. You're waking up, it's considerably warmer than what we saw yesterday. Already 62 degrees at Sky Harbor Airport. So you can plan on a pretty warm and sunny afternoon. It's 6:01 now. Let's take a look at your headlines this morning. Police are looking for someone who vandalized several cars at a Valley apartment complex.
Yeah, really disturbing here. Jessica is in the newsroom this morning with the very latest. Jess.
That's right. At least 9 cars were damaged. Some with the F word. 2 cars had KKK scratched into them. It all happened at the Silver Creek apartment complex. That's near 43rd Avenue and Peoria in Phoenix. And we caught up with a few folks who live there who are disturbed by the damage.
What do you think when you look at this?
Still just back to the racial connections. It's sickening.
Very mad. Absolutely. So I can't believe it somebody that evil can do something like this.
Police think this happened between 4 and 11:45 yesterday morning. Now, they have not identified or arrested any suspects, but if you have any information, you're urged to call police.
Jessica, thank you. Take a look at this video right here. This is video from a car crash. Our cameras were rolling as a Phoenix police officer pulled a man to safety. Look at this right here. You can see that officer pulling that man out of the car. That man and a woman are recovering in the hospital this morning. The woman is expected to survive. The man is in critical condition. This all happened near Central and Northern Avenues yesterday. Police say it was a single car rollover. The car flipped on the driver's side door, trapping that man and woman inside. Police are still investigating just how this happened.
Right now, a manhunt in Yavapai County. Come take a look at these pictures here. Police are searching for 23-year-old Benjamin Pita for reportedly stabbing a man repeatedly. Police say he then jumped out of the car after the stabbing, leaving that man in serious condition on Friday night. Investigators now piecing together a motive there. And Phoenix police looking for 2 women who robbed a Circle K in the Valley. They were looking for their cigarettes. This is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday in October at 47th Avenue and Indian School. And you see those suspects just kind of cruise around behind the counter. When the clerk sees that, he tries to stop them, and one of the suspects then attacks them, and both then able to get away. The women are both Hispanic, about 25 years old, about 5'4", weighing between 120 and 130 pounds. Last seen running south from that store. If you have any information, you're asked to call Silent Witness. That number, 480-WITNESS.
Several wildfires in Southern California are getting under control this morning. That is thanks to calmer winds and thousands of firefighters on the front lines. At least 4 of the fires are more than half contained. And this morning, we do have the very first confirmed fire-related death. Yesterday, a woman's body was found at a crash site along an evacuation route in Southern California. While tens of thousands of people are still under an evacuation order, some were able to return home. Some of them came back to rubble.
It just looks like a war zone, and it's just so sad for the neighborhood.
In total, the 6 fires have scorched more than 180,000 acres since last week and destroyed 792 structures. Firefighting costs for the fires have now topped $17 million.
Some scientists are saying Southern California is literally burning up.
California Governor Brown is blaming climate change for the recent fires in that state and is calling on lawmakers to pay attention to natural disasters. And this weekend, he got a first-hand look at some of Southern California's hardest-hit neighborhoods. Brown recently declared a state of emergency and authorized the deployment of 1,200 National Guard members to help firefighters. California Highway Patrol and FEMA also providing assistance. A massive snowstorm is hitting the East Coast, causing problems in cities and towns down south where snowfall is unusual, especially before the holidays.
Neighborhoods in Cherokee County, Georgia are snowed in. A reported 10 inches fell in the area just north of Atlanta. Hartsfield-Jackson Airport reported 375 flight cancellations, leaving travelers sleeping on the airport floor.
We have a winter wonderland here in Asheville, North Carolina.
Pretty but dangerous. Thousands are without power in North Carolina. Crews work to clear ice and tree branches off power lines in order to get the lights and heat back on. In New York City, the snow started coming down early Saturday morning. It was slick on the sidewalks and roads.
I definitely had to do some shopping for this. I went and bought some winter boots and a coat.
In Philadelphia, fans and football players at the Army-Navy game did not seem bothered by the snow. Army cadets even made snow angels on the field in celebration of their win.
Oh, I just love the first snow of the year. It's always fun to get out and walk around.
And in our nation's capital, a light dusting did not stop people from heading outdoors to exercise and shop for the holiday season.
Today, we pay solemn tribute to our heroes of the past and dedicate ourselves to building a future of freedom, equality, justice, and peace.
So, once again, Mr. President, we don't need you to tell us in Mississippi what a civil rights movement is about.
Well, yesterday, President Trump's visit to Mississippi, drawing a lot of controversy, really. He praised the leaders of the civil rights movement during a dedication ceremony of a new civil rights museum in their honor. But a lot of the top African-American leaders boycotted yesterday's event. They said it was an insult to the people who were honored in the museum to have President Trump there. Dozens of people were also there outside of the museum. They were protesting the president's appearance there. The White House says, though, it's unfortunate members of Congress would not join the president in honoring those civil rights leaders. Former President Obama had a stern warning for a crowd in Chicago, telling people to pay attention and to vote. He said Americans must be vigilant and protect democracy or risk following the path of Nazi Germany in the 1930s. He also defended the media. The former president saying that while the press, in his words, drove him nuts, he says he understood that a free press is vital to democracy.
It is 6:08 now. We have a great show ahead for you this morning. Coming up, we're going to catch you up on our Sun Devils and the Phoenix Suns. Sports is coming up.
And Christmas is a joyful time for most children, but the season can also bring a lot of anxiety. So we're taking a look at how kids are getting a chance to experience the holidays without all that stress.
Forget the big guy in the red suit. Huh? Take the holidays into your own hands. You can win the hottest tech toy, the new iPhone 10, in AZ Family's iPhone for the Holidays contest. Just download the new AZ Family News app in the month of December and enter to win a new iPhone 10. Stay up to date with all things Arizona and get a chance to win a new iPhone 10. Just download the new AZ Family News app today.
This Christmas, save up to 50% on Christmas trees and accessories. Make your home come to life. The Christmas fantasy at today's patio.
I'm not one for speeches, but here's to
many more years of friendship
and feasts.
2 presents!
A mi familia que lo es todo.
Staying right here, right now, with you. And you.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, here's to family.
We're proud to bring your family amazing value every day. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods. Family is the greatest gift.
People would stare. Psoriasis does that.
It was tough getting out there on stage.
I wanted to be clear. I wanted it to last.
So I kept on fighting.
I found something that worked and keeps on working.
Now, they see me.
See me.
See if Cosentix could make a difference for you. Cosentix is proven to help people with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis find clear skin that can last. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentix. Before starting Cosentix, you should be checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, or if you've received a vaccine or plan to. If you have inflammatory bowel disease, tell your doctor if symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions may occur.
Never give up.
See me.
See me.
Clear skin can last.
Don't hold back. Ask your dermatologist if Cosentix can help you find clear skin that lasts.
Cardinals win, you win. Get a free medium coffee for DD Perks members the day after a Cardinals win.
Get on your feet. Make it happen this morning. It's 6:10 on your Sunday morning. Good morning to you. Kim under the weather again today. So she's getting some rest, hopefully getting better. We are taking a look at your forecast. I wanted to start off here with the clouds and radar. You notice all this activity here coming in off the Baja coast. That's really hitting the southern part of the state. That means very breezy, gusty even at times. And there is a wind advisory for the southern part of the state. And that goes until about noon this afternoon. It's early for me. All right, but then you'll see this also, too. I wanted to check in on those wildfires. The wind gusts should be a lot slower than yesterday. We were seeing wind gusts of 70 to 80 miles per hour. Now they're going to drop down to about 40, 50. So that's good news. Hopefully this will be a nice break and they can get these fires even more under control. Now, there's something happening up to the north of us. This is coming down. This is kind of the top end of what we saw that kind of moved over and gave them the snow over in the southeast. That's pushing down. We've got this pushing up, which means we're getting that wind gust, but it also means that we're going to stay here kind of in the middle, which makes us nice and clear. You will see some clouds, but they'll be high clouds. They'll be light clouds. I don't think that they're going to really affect your forecast too much. Current temperatures right now, 62 at Sky Harbor Airport. Remember, yesterday we were sitting at 44. So a big warm up this morning, and it's going to continue until the afternoon. So we still have 16 in Flagstaff, warmer in Sedona, Prescott 26. That's just going to be cold all the way through the season, I think. Today your temperature is pretty much what we saw yesterday. We saw that nice warm up in the afternoon. You're going to see that again today. So we'll see the highs in the mid to the high 70s. In fact, look at all the 79s we have going in Tempe, Phoenix, Glendale, Peoria. Good morning to you. Over in Litchfield Park, you're at 79 as well. So pretty much the same story, just a little bit more breezy, but that should calm down into the afternoon. Taking a look at your 3-day forecast again, those clouds coming in, but they're not going to be heavy, thick, low clouds that's going to make you think it's going to rain. No, nothing like that. And then we will see the afternoon, or the morning rather, 62, but then we're going to drop back into the 40s over the next couple of days. But then the afternoons are pretty much going to shape up to be the same scenario that we saw yesterday.
Good morning, everyone. Joe Pequeno in your living room. There used to be a time when the Suns hosting the Spurs meant something. Phoenix was a powerhouse, and the Spurs were always in their way of reaching the NBA Finals. That's not the case anymore, as the young Suns are just trying to find their way. Interim coach Jay Triano playing without the injured Devin Booker under 4 to play. Spurs, Davis Bertans, LaMarcus Aldridge. Spurs up 2, Aldridge with 20. Suns on 80s night tapping into their inner Duran. Mike James, the wild boy, 1-point game. Phoenix looking for a turnover and getting it. Marquise Chris. Suns take their first lead. The veteran Spurs do not panic. Brian Forbes, wing 3, buries it. Spurs regain the lead. Suns with a chance to tie, but Jared Dudley in the corner. This one not even close. Suns lose 104-101. Arizona looking for a 4th straight win, hosting Alabama Wildcats. Parker Jackson Cartwright lets it fly. DeAndre Ayton has got his back. AZ up 5. Cats pushing the tempo. Trier, Ayton, oh so good. He had 29 and 18. Cats make it 4 in a row, 88-82. Shaq Carr and GCU back home against Grambling State. Lopes sharing the holiday spirit. Casey Benson, Keontae Vernon, high and hard. Vernon pumping up the home crowd, 19 and 6. Then in Shaq Carr playing horse, top of the key. And then how about the transition 3? Buries it, Carr with 11. GCU back on track, 87-53. Coyotes facing the Blue Jackets. Goalie Ante Ranta missed the last 7 games with an upper body injury. Less than 30 seconds in, Josh Anderson, the wrister, beats Ranta. Inexcusable and heart-wrenching. Arizona could get nothing going offensively, getting shut out 1-0. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. The joys of Christmas. The Arizona Cardinals are doing their best to enjoy the holiday season. Unfortunately, the Grinch stealing their holiday cheer as Big Red needs a big push and a lot of help along the way. Hosting Tennessee today, Cardinals offense will be without running back Adrian Peterson, who's nursing a neck injury. Kerwin Williams makes his second start in a row after rushing for 97 yards in the loss to the Rams. Receiver Larry Fitzgerald and crew take aim at a Titans defense ranked 10th overall.
They do a good job of, disrupting the timing of your routes in the secondary, and it's a team that we don't have a lot of familiarity with. We only play them once every 4 or 5 years, but I'm just watching them on tape. They fly around, and when they get to you, they usually have bad intention when they get there.
Call it ego, bravado, or just selling the goods. New ASU coach Herm Edwards stole the show in his introduction press conference. Most of the free world was baffled he was hired, yours included. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because eventually talk will only get you so far. Sun Devils gained their work in for the Sun Bowl matchup against NC State in El Paso in 20 days. ASU enters 7-5, Wolfpack 8-4. Todd Graham coaching his last game for ASU, and of course his players want to make sure he goes out on top.
Like, we all got love for that man. And like he said, he's going out like a senior, so you got to treat him like a senior. You're never going to get the opportunity to be with him on the field again, so you got to, there's going to be tears coming out of people's eyes probably after the game, but yeah, it's going to be a heartfelt one. We're going to go out there with all our heart.
I'll forever be indebted, to Coach Graham, and I think it's very important. He wants to win no matter what, you know what I mean? He could have just quit.
That this year's Heisman Trophy winner is Baker Mayfield of the University of Oklahoma.
Oklahoma quarterback Baker Mayfield wins the Heisman in a landslide. Mayfield has thrown for over 4,300 yards with 41 touchdowns. He becomes the 6th Sooner to win the Heisman. The weather outside is frightful. Army facing Navy. A blizzard at Lincoln Financial. Second quarter, Army up 7-3. Navy's Malcolm Perry off tackle, sharing some Yuletide spirit, rips off a 68-yard touchdown. Navy up 10-7 at the half. Army answering the call. Quarterback Armand Bradshaw busting in for the lead. And last second, Navy's Bennett Mooring misses a 48-yarder for the win. Army beats Navy for the 2nd year in a row for the first time since the 95-96 season. Hey, everyone, have a fantastic Sunday and work week. Get your holiday shopping done. I like gift cards, by the way. Everyone, take care. Have a great Sunday. Joe Pequeno, O-U-T, wait for it, out.
Honey, I have something to tell you.
Yeah, what is it?
Well, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is Triumph motorcycles are more affordable than ever. We can get one now. The bad news is I've got 6 weeks to live.
I can't believe we're gonna buy a motorcycle.
Windfall Willie here in the Arizona Lottery with Queen Joanna III. I ran into Joe in my search around the world for more fun.
And we came up with an exciting new game.
Say hello to
our newest $30 scratchers ticket, Royal Millions.
It's loaded with more top prizes of $3.5 million than ever before.
And over $113 million in prizes. Did I say stop?
Did they say what time they get here?
Around 5.
Oh, they're early.
Who's early?
Somebody get the door.
What? A grill?
Take everything you love about Christmas and wrap it in red. Right now at Ace, get free assembly and delivery on any grill $3.99 and up. Plus save $50 with a new lower price on all Weber Spirit grills.
Merry Christmas, Daddy.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware funds.
Whatever inspires you this holiday season, Fry's is here to help make it magical.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Celebrate with with the ones you love, from traditional flavors to new favorites they'll savor, and make every moment truly special. Happy holidays from Fry's.
The Buy 4 Save 4 event is on now. Mix and match favorites like Kroger frozen meatballs, General Mills cereal, and more.
Okay, everybody to the sofa, photo time. Let's show them how deep my new IKEA sofa goes.
Told you to put plastic slip cover.
Fine, I will just slip it off and throw it into the wash. Cookies on the lower tier, please. And I got these glasses to make you guys look classy and sophisticated. Perfect. Something's missing. Yes. Oh, yes.
What's your dream? At IKEA, we help you live it.
Is everybody looking?
Make the dream yours.
No one's looking.
It is going to be a good life, my friends. Welcome to your Sunday morning in your Consumer Watch. This morning, decking the halls inside is dangerous. Safety experts are warning about the problems that come with a season filled with lights, candles, and trees. The Consumer Product Safety Commission predicts there will be 1,300 fires related to Christmas trees and candles. Those fires will lead to 150 ER visits and 20 deaths.
We're all in a hurry to get our trees up because it's such a pretty event, but to take a few minutes to look and inspect your lights.
I think I will now. Well, experts say you should throw away any lights that have broken bulbs or frayed wires. Real trees should be watered regularly, and make sure smoke alarms are in place and are working.
He would have been here volunteering. You know, he loves kids, he cared about people, and so to be able to still do that with his name attached to it is very meaningful.
Well, this weekend, students from Cheatham Elementary School got to shop with some cops, and this was part of the David Glasser Foundation's first annual Shop with the Cop event. 40 students had a chance to buy some goodies from Target, not only for themselves, but also for their families. The foundation that put this on is named after Officer Glasser, who, of course, you remember, was shot and killed in the line of duty in an ambush by a burglary suspect last May. His widow, Kristen, is continuing to give back to the community that he loved so much and served so well.
Holidays are always hard. With all the joy that comes with them, there's a little sadness in there too, which is difficult, but to be able to do things like this, to let my kids see, you know, the joy and the happiness that we can still spread to others is important.
This event lets families and police officers interact in some positive ways, and the children also had the chance to explore the police cars.
The individualized attention is very healthy for the children, and they realize that they are the sole focus, and it just makes them feel very important.
For those kids who may feel a little overwhelmed with all the noise and the crowds that come with meeting Santa, adults too, they got to do so this weekend in a much calmer environment. Lindsay Reiser reports.
You get to choose a color of the snowman with a hat and a color on the scarf.
Colorful snowmen, toys, and crafts. Just a few highlights of the Sensitive Santa event put on by Touchstone Health Services.
I think anytime you can give a child a feeling of complete normalcy in what may be in a world that is not necessarily normal, it's a very psychologically beneficial feeling for them to have.
Mary Yillman's granddaughter is here, and she says she's so happy she gets to experience the magic of this time of year.
I think a lot of children that are on the spectrum do, unfortunately, not have the same opportunities as children who are not on the spectrum have. So it's really helpful and very much appreciated when organizations put on events that particularly focus on the children with those special needs.
When we take a look at individuals that have disabilities, specifically autism, a lot of the environmental stimuli can be very overwhelming and block really individuals from being able to go see Santa.
Think about all the activity around the holidays and how overwhelming it can be.
Lots of noise, lots of light, waiting in line. What we do here is we minimize the amount of environmental stimuli so that our kids are able to see Santa and do activities, play games, and things like that.
After they meet Santa, the kids can pick out a toy.
Watching the children go in and select a toy, seeing their eyes brighten and smiles and jumping and just so excited to pick out their very own toy just warms my heart.
And it's not just the families that get excited.
Seeing every single family come in the door has made all of our staff teary-eyed and excited to celebrate with our families.
Mary says seeing her granddaughter light up has made this a successful Santa meet and greet.
They can relax and be among people who accept them.
It is now 6:25. Still ahead here, several people here in the Valley facing their fears to help an important cause. We'll show you how they did just that.
And a family looking for answers after losing one of their loved ones, how they are hoping to find closure.
Start your mornings with Scott Passmore. Weekdays only on 3 TV. Happy Honda Days are here. Get the best savings of the year during clearance time. New 2017 Civics for just $169 a month. Civic, named an overall Best Buy by KBB.com for only $169 a month. Or save thousands with 0.9% for 60 months. Holiday time is Honda's savings time. New Civics, $169 a month or 0.9% for 60 months during Happy Honda Days at your Valley Honda dealers.
Papa Murphy's Law of Unbaked. Who wants an unbaked pizza? You do. Because unbaked means unfrozen vegetables and unfake cheese, served unbelievably fresh from your oven. Home bake a large 5-meat stuffed pizza, just $12. Papa Murphy's.
People would stare. Psoriasis does that.
It was tough getting out there on stage.
I wanted to be clear. I wanted it to last.
So I kept on fighting.
I found something that worked and keeps on working.
Now, they see me.
See me.
See if Cosentyx could make a difference for you. Cosentyx is proven to help people with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis find clear skin that can last. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting Cosentyx, you should be checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, or if you've received a vaccine or plan to. If you have inflammatory bowel disease, tell your doctor if symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions may occur.
Never give up.
See me.
See me.
Clear skin can last.
Don't hold back. Ask your dermatologist if Cosentyx can help you find clear skin that lasts.
At Fulton Homes, a community doesn't just happen. It doesn't suddenly sprout up. Rather, they're planned, designed in detail, and made purposeful. For families, for the community, and for your comfort. Where you live says a lot about you, how you think, your values, your lifestyle, the people you want to be with. Owning a house is great, but you can own a house anywhere. Where you own your house is what makes it home. Fulton Homes, you're proud to own, we're proud to build.
Make your RV even more like home. Add custom accessories from Shade Pro, and you'll be more comfortable than ever.
You got it made in the shade. Call 888 Shade Pro.
Good morning to you. How are you? It is 6:30 on